Good morning, die-harders. Who's ready to live free or die hard? I am the Shogun. This is the S&W EXPerience Reviews. I'm going to be reviewing Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore, and here we go.
3, 2, 1, go! 3.
Oh man, this movie. Just so much to say of this movie. Not all good. I mean, the first time I saw this movie, okay, this is actually kind of good. The first time I saw this movie was actually the most memorable because I didn't finish it. Hell, I didn't even get past the first 5 minutes. You know, the conversation between Dumbledore and what's his face, Grindlewald. Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen's Grindlewald, because the version I was watching wasn't exactly okay. So I'm sitting there, well, me and my friends were watching it, popcorn's at the ready. Thing is, popcorn's cooking in the microwave, everything goes wrong, man. The popcorn burns, the fucking video isn't Chinese, the fucking ad comes in, the power goes out, everything that could go wrong just goes wrong. That was the most memorable viewing of this movie, because I didn't get to see it, I just saw the beginning and everything went comically wrong, like something out of a damn Netflix movie or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, the second time I watched this movie, I watched it in its entirety and it was boring as fuck. Woo! Man, this movie. Before I dive into the negative aspects, let me give this movie props where it's due, alright? Because Mads Mikkelsen kills it in this role. He plays an excellent Grindlewald. He does it actually kind of better than Johnny Depp did, man. He's got actual menace to him, and he doesn't look nearly as goofy. He doesn't have that spiky, white hair, or the white skin, or his white as fuck mustache. It doesn't look like he spends his days bathing in the same chemicals that made the Joker what he is, okay? And when he talks about burning the Muggle world down, it feels like more than just talk. It doesn't feel like he's trying to be scary. This feels like a mission statement or a manifesto. This is just an FYI, man. This isn't him telling you what's happening. This is gonna happen. I'm just giving you a heads up, because not I'm giving you a heads up just cause, no, I'm giving you a heads up to let you know there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's gonna happen anyway. That's that it feels like. So he's one of the bright spots of this movie. Yeah, that's it. He's genuinely menacing, genuinely villainous, and that's what you want in a villain. You want your villain to be fucking villainous. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, on to the negatives. Story is this. There's a wizard election coming up, and Grindelwald is one of the candidates. Dumbledore and his ragtag group need to stop him from winning, because if he does, he's going to launch first thing he's going to do is launch a full-scale war with the Muggle world. So yeah, that's the premise, essentially. You got Newt's brother, the black guy from the last movie. I can't remember everyone else, but yeah, fucking Newt's assistant from the first movie, and for some reason not the chick who works for the damn Ministry of Magic from the last two movies, even though it would make sense for her to be here, but she's in the end of the movie, which is wait, you were available for... I can understand, okay, we couldn't get this actress to be in the movie at all because she was busy filming something else, but we somehow managed to get her for the end of the movie, to have her show up in the movie's last scene. Wait, what? If we could do that, why couldn't we get her... fuck it, that doesn't make sense. There's a lot in this fucking movie that doesn't make sense. Anyway, there's this animal called a chillin. The way they decide who's gonna be the winner of this fucking wizard election, which isn't an election, it's like a selection process. There's this magical animal that has the ability to see the future, and it picks the person who's most worthy. Not most worthy, it was purest of heart, basically. That's how it's fucking decided. You are pure of heart, therefore you are, worthy of leading the wizard world. You're pure of heart, that's worthy of it. You're a politician, motherfucker. You maybe a lot of things, but pure of hearts? I mean, just saying. But yeah, so yeah, there's this creature called a chillin, and Newt, being the magic zoologist he is taking care of this chillin as it's giving birth. It gives birth, and you almost immediately fucking Credence barebones and his cronies show up to try and steal from him. They're chasing Newt through the forest, and the thing is, after chasing down Newt for the chillin' and finally getting their hands on it, as he's like laying there after falling from a waterfall, why don't they just kill him? Seriously, why don't they kill him? Isn't that kind of the whole thing? Wasn't that what they were trying to do the whole way there? Weren't they trying to kill him so they could get the thing? Now he's laying on his back, disarmed. They have the chillin', and they're all there. They see him, and they just decide to peace out? Like, what gives? You were trying to kill him a minute ago. Now you can. It's like, we got what we wanted. We can leave. There's no need to stick around anymore. Just bullshit, man. What is this? What is that shit? So like Newt is like goes back to the mother chilling. You know, she got blasted during this chase, and he's like, you know, he doesn't say this, but it's, you know, the attitude's like, I'm sorry, I failed to save, you know, like your baby, and she reveals that actually while he was being chased down, she had a second one. Like, oh, she had a second children. Isn't that convenient? When it seemed like all hope was lost and the bad guys had their very own children they were going to somehow use to rig the election, it's revealed that the good guys have a second children. The good guys have their own children so they can prove the bad guys wrong. Hey. Whatever. Moving on. Yeah, so... really moving on, skipping a bunch of shit. There's a fight between Dumbledore and Credence later in the movie. I mean, what the fuck was that shit? What is this goddamn discount mirror dimension bullshit that they're pulling here? Since when? Since fucking when do wizarding fights take place in some, like, weird mirror dimension looking shit with what? Like, fucking, it's so weird. I feel like this movie just wanted cool visuals, but didn't want to bother explaining why this is happening. Like, the rule of cool, motherfucker. Except, no, it isn't. It's not even that cool. It's ridiculous. Never before have people been dragged into some alternate dimension to have a fight. And, jeez. Oh, man. What is this? Oh, some mirror dimension shit. Anyway, moving on. Fucking Credence Barebones. That last name may as well be his fucking character description. Dude is bare bones. He's not a character as much as he is a fucking human plot point being pushed by the story, you know? He wants to find out who he is, and they tell him who he is, and then he just, you know, goes along with it because Grindlewald is the guy who told him who he was. He's not Credence Barebones, he's Aurelius Dumbledore. And, you know, he's the son of Dumbledore's brother, the character who, up until this movie, didn't fucking matter, you know, because you can tell he doesn't fucking matter because he didn't fucking appear on screen until just this fucking movie. So, yeah, goddamn, does this character even matter? Does that plot reveal do anything other than, you know, give the guy a recognizable name, like having fucking Rey from Star Wars be revealed to be a Palpatine? Does that actually do anything? I mean, he still stays with the bad guy, but there's this feeling like, you know, sure, I'm with the bad guy now, but I kind of don't want to be. You know, part of me really doesn't want to be here. I want to, like, you know, a part of me wants to connect with my family. You know, that's just the vibe at the end, which doesn't make sense, because you're trying to kill Dumbledore. Like, fucking Grindlewald sends you to kill Dumbledore, and you're like, okay, sure, no problem. So, what the... Why would you... This doesn't make sense. So much of this movie does not make sense. Yeah. I have a question for you guys and girls. Did anyone ever, and everyone else, did anyone ever tune into a Harry Potter movie to see the magical politics of the world? I don't think so. And why is this movie like 6% about some election in Berlin and like political assassinations and, you know, fucking, you know, just who tunes into the movie for that? To find out, like, oh, Grindelwald's got supporters all over the world. You know, if we don't let the people's voices be heard, like, they won't trust us again. Like, what are you talking about? This isn't an election. It's a magical Bambi comes out of nowhere and picks whose thing. There's no people's voices being heard, man. If it was an election and people legit voted, that statement would make sense. But it's not an election, so this makes no sense. Like, And tell me, out of the entire wizarding world, only 3 candidates: the Russian guy, who's obviously a villain, the Indian chick, and Grindlewald. That's it? The entire wizarding world can be easily divided into 3 people? Like, represented by 3 people? Like, damn, man, that's unrealistic. God damn. I understand this is a franchise with people who fly on broomsticks, magic wands, and, spells, and, potions and dragons and whatever, but that is ridiculously unrealistic. Damn. That's how your leader is chosen? Like, and it's just 3 people? The entire world backs one of 3 candidates? Nah, I'm sorry. There would be way more candidates if this was our world. But hey, anyway, move on. Character accents go in and out every few scenes, especially Lolly, who 1 minute sounds like she's from New Orleans, and the next she sounds like she's British. So yeah. How did the ministry not find sufficient evidence to charge Grindelwald? Weren't there like a ton of witnesses? And didn't he escape from their custody in the second movie? Didn't he kill one of their people in that? Did he kill a bunch of their people in that movie? Did the Ministry of Magic just forget about those people? Like, well, I guess he must have gone on vacation or something. Like, how do you have not enough evidence to arrest him for something? Shit, if you can't arrest him for what happened in the first movie, arrest him for the shit that happened in the second one. That's pretty bad. Loads of people died, and there were witnesses. Kowalski, freaking Jake Kowalski stands in a room full of people and is screaming like he was killing people. I saw him. Did no one ask him? Did no one ask Kowalski, a dude who was actually there? What happened? I mean, man, another query with this book. Why is Hogwarts so empty? Why are there so few students in the halls? How is McGonagall in this movie? It's set in the 20s, and she's a grown woman, so she's like, what, 30s? I'm assuming she's in her 30s, yet the main Harry Potter stories are set in the 90s. And in that movie, like, there's nobody, I mean, look at the timeline here. I mean, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. This woman would be 90 years old by this time the 60s rolled around, okay? Shit. No. Yeah. She would be like 100 years old by the time those movies rolled around. If she was 30 in the 20s, she'd be 100 years old by the time the main Harry Potter movies go on. And does she look friggin' 90 years old? That timeline does not add up. This woman is an anachronism. Oh man, this movie just. So Queenie, you remember Queenie, don't you? She was in the last 2 movies. She has the power to read minds. Yeah, she sees Grindelwald murder the Chillin, the magical Bambi, and she's like horrified at it. Like, oh my goodness. She's like, sees him slit the thing's throat and use it to see the future. She's horrified at this. Like, lady, how are you surprised that this dude that wants to wipe out all humans isn't above killing an animal? I mean, seriously, why? Like, it makes no sense that you're shocked at all this. You're the one rolling with this dude. And now, see, this movie doesn't make sense. Here's another thing this movie doesn't make sense. People who were on board with Grindelwald's plan, like Credence and fucking Queenie, are now questioning this shit. Like, maybe dude's plan to annihilate everybody isn't quite what I'm on board with. Except he's been saying that for like 2 movies now. So, I mean, for you to be like, I'm not with this is absolutely bullshit, man. Seriously, why is this character here? Why? Her power is that she can read thoughts, and yet she can't tell that Grindelwald is a bad dude? Or that the black guy that shows up is actually a spy for Dumbledore? You can tell that he's telling the truth about the fact that dude killed his sister, but he's not. But you can't, read that, oh, hey, dude isn't who he says he is. I mean, technically he is, but that is enough to funnel you that technically he is who he says he is? Technically what he said was true. It wasn't the whole truth, but it was enough, that's enough to muddy your human lie detector magic bullshit of reading thoughts. The fuck, man. For a movie called Secrets of Dumbledore, there's not a lot of Dumbledore in it. or secrets for that matter. There's like one secret that Credence is a Dumbledore. His name is Aurelius Dumbledore. He's the son of Dumbledore's brother, who didn't exist until these movies. I mean, he existed, but you know, he didn't mean shit. So yeah. Oh shit. It takes 50 minutes for Dumbledore to do anything of note. It takes 50 minutes for him to show up in a movie called Secrets of Dumbledore, and he disappears for large sections of it. His role is that he appears to unlock the next part of the story, and then he fucks off again until the characters run into another problem. So, what the hell? He's the fucking Gandalf of this universe. And I'm not talking Gandalf from the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, not Lord of the King, none of that. No, I mean, he's the Gandalf of the fucking prequel trilogy. He literally exists to show up, save the dwarves, and then bounce out with his damn eagles. What the... And every time with them damn eagles. But in Dumbledore's case, he doesn't even have those eagles. He doesn't got no long beard yet. He's just a guy in a suit who shows up, you know, says some shit, hands the heroes something, and then it bounces out to do what the hell ever he does, man. Ugh. This isn't an issue most of the time, because, you know, the heroes are the ones doing stuff, except the stuff they do doesn't really amount to anything. So yeah, it reaches an apex at the end, you know, when they go to Hogwarts and they enter the room of requirement, and it's like Kowalski asked, "What is this?" And it's like, "The room we require." Just it's this is reference, man. Like not just references, but it's like, oh hey, fan service. Hey, remember the room of requirement? Hey, remember Professor McGonagall? Hey, remember Hogwarts? It just It's full of it, man. It's full of this shit, dude. Like, especially in this section. Here's room requirement. Here's Hogwarts. Here's the Great Hall. Here's McGonagall. Even though it makes no sense for her to be here, because this is the fucking 20s, she'd be like, if she was an old lady in the 90s, she would have to be like a kid here. She would have to be a student in order for this timeline to make any kind of sense. Jeez. Anyway, the plan, it reaches the Dumbledore popping in and out nonsense, reaches an apex in the movie's third act with the plan, their 3-card money briefcase plan. Everybody's got a briefcase, and you know, they're all going to this one place, but only one of those fucking briefcases actually has the thing that actually has the magic Bambi. Yeah, that's it. All the other cases got fucking donuts and random objects that multiply and multiply. It's the curse from... Oh yeah, that's another thing. Hey, remember that curse from freaking Deathly Hallows Part 1? It's in here too. Hey, you remember... Yeah, it's just... Member berries, I think that's what they're called. They try to trigger your memory and, you know, do these callbacks, or what's it called? Fan service moments. So like get you to link this movie with another movie, and you know, supposedly trigger that memory, and you associate that memory with this movie now, and you get the feels and whatever. But it doesn't work. This movie doesn't match the tone of that movie. This movie is too damn serious. The plan in the third act is absolutely nonsensical, and it works solely because it has to in order for the story to progress. You know, it works because it has to. Giving everyone a briefcase, telling everybody to go in one place, but to split up and go in multiple directions. That way, if one of y'all gets caught, you know, like, hey, the other guys are on the way there, and only one of you has the real briefcase, but nobody knows which one of you it is who has the real briefcase. Don't you think that's a pretty crucial detail? Like, what the hell? Oh, jeez. And also, the guy who, like, defected, apparently, to go help Grindlewald, reveals that he was working for Dumbledore all along. Yeah, his face turn. He was with the good guys all along. You could delete that character from this story, and it would make no difference. He doesn't say anything of note. He doesn't do anything of note. He is just there because he was there in the last movie. Just, Jesus, I can't even remember his name. He's that unimportant. He's just there in the background once he joins fucking Grindelwald. He's not leaking information to Dumbledore or nothing. He's just there in the background. Jesus, man. Is the one black guy in the whole damn movie. If that's the reason he's there, then fucking kudos. But you got a token black guy. Only he's there just to be there. You know, just goddamn, that sucks. Only reason you have a token black guy is because you killed the obligatory second in the last movie. Shit. No. Yeah, you did. You killed the obligatory second in the last movie, then Lottie came in, and now she's the token black character, and he's the obligatory second? Because he's here because he has to be. Whatever. Moving on. So the briefcase makes it to the end, and the chillin', the real chillin', not the weird zombie chillin' that Grindlewald's been bringing back from the dead, then killing just so he can see the future in its blood, then bringing it back from the dead to kill it again so you can see the... Yeah, so the Grindlewald's plan is this. He's gonna steal himself a chillin', he's gonna, do some magic mumbo jumbo to that chillin' that will make it pick him as the new leader of the fucking wizarding world. And once he's leader, he's gonna kick off a war with mankind. Thing is, this goes to plan perfectly. The good guys don't succeed. Yeah, the briefcase hasn't gotten it yet. Nude is up there. Fucking everything is just in the bad guy's favor. And then everything stops making sense. Fucking Grindelwald allows the good guys to come up one by one and give a speech as to why he shouldn't be up there. Like fucking Newt gives a speech, Credence gives a speech, Dumbledore gives one, and then the chick who has the actual Tillin shows up. If Grindelwald had just, the moment Newt stepped up, blasted his ass, and then be out, the movie would have ended there. He would have won. But he stood there and let the good guys talk on and on and on. Fucking... This is a bad guy thing, man. This is the villain monologue. It's like the bad guy's monologue, dude. Like, what? The bad guy has the hero dead to rights, and he's about to kill him. But then he starts monologue, and they got like this prepared speech. They go on and on how they can't be defeated, and how bad they are compared to the good guy. How the world will soon be theirs. Yeah. Only it's the good guys saying this shit. Only that they're not really doing the whole the world will soon be out. It's saying like, nah, you're a bad dude. This dude shouldn't be running shit. And like Credence Barebones comes up, says his shit. Then fucking Dumbledore shows up. Then the Newt's assistant, you remember her from the first fucking movie? She shows up with the briefcase. And hey, this is the actual Chillin. And then the Chillin walks up to fucking Dumbledore. He's not one of the candidates, you dumb fucking magic Bambi. That ain't... what did she call in that one movie? Mr. Baseball? The dumb Bimbi? That's not... He's not one of the candidates. Jesus. How on the nose is this crap that the children is told, pick the one who's most pure of heart, and it walks to Dumbledore. Like, Jesus. Look, get out of here. Come the fuck on, man. Whatever. Move on. Anyway, moving on from that nonsense. There's the Russian politician who lifts up the zombie Chillin. He's like, this is the real Chillin. Like, that's a fake, And with almost comedic timing, that Chillin dies. Because coming back takes a toll on you. And yeah, I can tell this plan wasn't supposed to last longer than an hour. And this went on and on to the point that, this zombie Chillin can't really keep living anymore. It's lost so much fucking blood. Anyway, moving on. No political event would allow a person to get up on a public platform and make a speech discrediting the newly elected leader and not be cut off by security or just be told to shut the fuck up. Seriously, why does he stand there and just allow the good guys to say their piece? It's really unnecessary. Just get one of your devoted fans to just kill these fools and walk away. Who's gonna say no to that? You're the grand poobah of all wizards now. It's like, so what? Anyway, moving on. A fight breaks out. Grindlewald's plan's been exposed, but he ain't going down without a fight. But then Dumbledore steps in, and this is it. The fight we've been building to for 2 movies. Grindlewald versus Dumbledore, 1-on-1. And it's a damp squib to end the movie on. Just Dumbledore versus... Dumbledore versus Voldemort in Harry Potter 5 was spectacular, man. You had flaming snakes, you had glass shattering, explosions, and all this crazy shit. And this it was, oh my god, it was a shitty version of Harry Potter versus Dumbledore at the end of book 7, you know, where they're like green stream and red stream, and you know they're equally matched, and then boom, and it's bullshit. And you know, even the movie knows this is fucking bullshit, because Newt's commander walks up and he's like, "Hey, I thought that little bracelet you had, you know, prevented you guys from going against each other. What happened?" Well, basically what Dumbledore sums it up as is, well, he made a move, and I made a move, and we went against each other at the same time, so I guess the spell just cancels itself out. Like, okay, like, that's not how the spell works. I don't know a lot about this fucking movie, but I know that's not how the spell works, because you've stated in the last movie and in this movie that ain't how the spell works. If one of you makes a move against the other, that person's gonna die. So if you even said that if you even think about making a move against him, it's gonna put you through like some insufferable pain. It's gonna wrap around you and squeeze until you die or some shit. So the idea that, oh, well, he made a move, then I made a move, we clashed at the same time and the spell canceled itself out, that's not how the spell works. The moment he made a move and you stepped in the way, the thing would have killed him. Just saying, you know. Why even have the damn spell in the first place if you can just undo it like that? Why even take the bracelet back in freaking Fantastic Beasts 2 if there's no way to undo the damn thing? If anything, all that taking the bracelet back is putting you at risk. And just, because he said whoever has a bracelet, if they even think about making a move against the other, the bracelet's gonna hurt him. Wouldn't it be in your best interest to let Grindlewald keep the bracelet, and then you be somewhere he's making moves and killing people, and if he even thinks about trying to kill you, then it'll mangle him. Like, then you just peace out, you know? Unless there was a thing somewhere, like if it kills one of them, it kills both of them, like then I could somehow get why you wouldn't do that. But goddamn, man. Jesus, just this movie, this damn movie. This movie is... This movie has done something that no other movie in the entire Harry Potter franchise has done. Not even in the entire Lord of the Rings franchise has done. This movie has bored me. It left me yawning. I was yawning through it. Jesus, man. This movie is so damn boring. Also, there's another dumb thing in this movie. Actually, the last dumb thing in this movie. Fucking Jacob Kowalski, you know, the one human in this entire movie who's there just cause, has a wand that he never uses. Not even once. He pulls it out a couple times, you know, once as a joke, and the second time it seems as if he's gonna do nothing, but nothing happens. It's someone else making stuff happen. This isn't like, there's nothing. So Dumbledore gives him a wand, and it's like, and he's like, "Oh, are you serious? Like you're really gonna give me a wand?" And then later in the movie, he's like, "Oh, this is a real powerful thing. If it got in the wrong hands, it's like if you didn't handle it properly, it would mess you up." Like, how would you know? You've never even used it. You pulled it up, but you didn't use it, dude. This isn't Chekhov's wand. This is Jerkoff's wand. Jesus. Also, you tell me they couldn't get anyone else to help them fight Grindelwald? They had to get Jim Kowalski, the one guy with no powers? Sure, like the wikis and whatever will explain that, you know, it is possible for muggles to use a wand so long as one of their parents is a magic user. The movie never states whether or not Jacob's parents were magic users, or even if one of them was. We don't see him using the damn thing. So these movies have gone out of the way to show that Jacob is just a guy, but he still gets involved in this stuff, you know. Anyway, even though he's just a guy, he still gets involved in this stuff, and he still makes it out okay, which makes it all the more impressive. So to have it be like, oh, he's not just a guy, he's got magic in him, kind of takes away from that. But god damn, dude, this movie, man, screw all this. This movie is too dumb in too many places. I don't want to see any more Harry Potter stuff unless it's Harry Potter and the Cursed Child or a sequel bringing back the originals as grown-ups. And I don't want to see another bit of Harry Potter media or video game or anything that has J.K. Rowling in it. Damn. Because, man, J.K. Rowling was once one of the most celebrated authors in the world. And now, this is J.K. Rowling. This is what J.K. Rowling is now. She was what J.K. Rowling used to be. You know, she used to be one of the most celebrated authors in the world, and now she is what she is now. You know what I'm talking about. I don't need to go through it here. You know what it is, you know. Anyway, final rating out of this whole crapshoot of a movie, I give it a 4 out of 10 Horcruxes. That's what I give this damn mess. Expelliarmus your ass into the damn fucking recycling bin. Warner Brothers just, I expect better from you. Actually, I don't. I don't expect better from the studio responsible for screwing up the DCEU, the Lord of the Rings prequels, and various other freaking properties. Of course you screwed this up. Jeez. 4 out of 10. That's the final rating on Harry Potter. Not Harry Potter. Fantastic Beasts, sequel to Fumbledore. Anyway, this has been the S&W EXPerience Reviews. I've been the Shogun. You have yourselves a good day. And don't watch this fucking movie. I don't recommend it. Whatever you do not watch this movie. Do not give any more money to jkrowling, and do not support WB. Hashtag sell Justice League and, Zack Snyderverse to Netflix, whatever. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Hashtag release the Ayer cut. Yeah. And I was like, fuck jkrowling.
If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my